Good morning, welcome to the garden. A couple of friends have asked, can you add to a compost heap? And the answer is yes. And in fact, we're going to do that today with this leaf pile. These are our autumn leaves, and every once in a while we're adding garden matter or chopped up, the ends of things, vegetables and scraps from the kitchen. No meat scraps, no dairy, things like that, just the plant matter. And then what I'm going to add to it today is actually chicken manure. One thing to keep in mind when you add to your compost heap is that you then want to give it a little more time so that things can finish decomposing. If you want to add all the way decomposed matter to your garden bed, then you need to give it more time. Eventually you'll want to stop adding things to it so that it can finish. But today, it's time to clean out the chicken coop. I want to make it nice so that our baby chicks can visit the chicken coop. They're about 4 weeks old now, and they can withstand degrees of 80 degrees Fahrenheit around that area, and it's gonna be 90 in a little bit here, so I'm gonna try and get to my work and let the baby birds visit the coop. Let's let you out. There you go. Enjoy your day. So I'm gonna turn the pile from this spot here over to here and add chicken manure to it as I go. I'm also going to add water as I go. In our area, it is quite dry, and it's good not only to introduce air to the compost heap, but also some water. It's gonna take me a little bit to clean out the chicken coop, so I'm gonna off camera for a little bit, but just know that I'm gonna add chicken droppings to the pile, spritz it with water, add some more of the leaf pile over there, and just flip the compost heap in that manner. It's looking good. I'm also gonna take a couple of these fig leaves that are growing up in the crook of the tree. We don't need a fig branch in the middle of the tree. If you're wondering about brown matter versus green matter, when people are talking about compost heaps, brown matter is carbon and green matter is nitrogen. And so then in this case, brown matter for me would be my pretty much almost all the way decomposed leaves. There might be some leaves that looks pretty decomposed. And then green matter would then be the fig leaves and the chicken poop. So yeah, chicken poop's not green, hopefully. Hopefully your chickens aren't sick. But that's green matter in that it is really alive with bacteria and it needs to decompose. So after we build this bed, we'll keep turning it from time to time as days go by. And when it is finished is when you no longer can see pieces of things. So you won't see, fig leaves anymore, and you won't see little pieces of chicken poop anymore, and even the leaves will be more broken down, and it'll just start to look like soil. All right, I'm gonna keep up with my layering here. Next, I'm gonna put some of these leaves over there. By the way, what creates heat in a compost pile is bacteria munching on that green matter and breaking it down. So it's that green matter decomposing. And then so those are the times when you can reach your hand in there and it'll be hot inside your compost pile. If it feels like scorching too hot or smoking or whatever, add more water and air. And it's a funny thing because that's what you would do also if your compost heap isn't hot enough. You can add more green matter and also turn it, right, to add air. And that just gets the bacteria going some more to break down those things. So that's it then. That's the finished heap, moved from this spot here to this spot here, having added green matter or nitrogen. And it's just gonna keep on going. For how long, I'm not sure. I have not timed these things. I can just tell you, if you leave it sit, it takes longer. If you come out every few days and turn it, then it moves along quicker. So there is no one way of adding organic matter to your garden, and there's no one way of composting. So I would just say go ahead and give it a try if you want to add composting to your garden practice, and don't worry too much. It's not very hard, and if you have any questions, please put it in the comments section and we'll be sure to engage and answer questions if we can. It's 90 degrees right now, which is a fine temperature for baby chicks that are, well, ours are 4 weeks old. It's even okay for chicks that are younger than that. And I'm gonna go and get them and let them have a day in the coop, not cooped up with zinnia and chamomile, who are the larger hens. They're out in the garden right now. It's not exactly time to fully introduce them yet. They've met each other in the yard, but I don't want them cooped up together yet. So zinnia and chamomile have their own water and food sources outside of the coop today, and shade and everything that they need. And I'm gonna go get little birds and let them feel the outdoor temperature and be in the safety of a closed up pen. Well, they're out of the bin, except for little one who hopped back up. There's their food. I'm gonna go get them some fresh water. Is it scary? Alright. Happy gardening.